She fell for her dead boyfriend's uncle. Wrong? Absolutely. Worth it? You tell me. When she signed that contract, she had no idea the monster who owned her was connected to her greatest loss. This story crossed every line. Hit subscribe if you're ready for romance that doesn't apologize. Armed men flooded their kitchen. Zara's mother screamed, a gun pressed against her forehead. Sit down, the gunman said in Korean. Isaiah ran. They tackled him. His face hit the floor, blood everywhere. Her mother lunged. No, the lead enforcer shoved her back, scar through his eyebrow, cold eyes. Shut up, or he dies. Boot to Isaiah's ribs, once, twice. The third kick made him vomit. Isaiah! Zara moved forward. A man grabbed her arm. Stay. They hauled Isaiah up. Broken nose, blood pouring, one eye swollen shut. You owe $500,000, the enforcer said. Time's up. I can get it, Isaiah choked. More time. Backhand across his face. No more time. The boss wants money or your corpse. Her mother stood. Broken Korean. Please, he's a boy. Sit, or I'll shoot you. They dragged Isaiah toward the door. Blood trailed behind him. Wait, everyone stopped. The scarred man turned. What? Zara's heart pounded. Take me instead. Zara! No! Isaiah tried. Punched to his stomach. Her mother grabbed Zara's hand. Don't do this. The enforcer circled her. You? What good are you? I'll work off the debt. However long. Just leave him alone. Isaiah crying. Blood and tears. The man studied her, behind her now close. Cigarettes and gunpowder. How old are you? 18. Don't move. Don't move. 2 rings. Boss. Situation. Sister's offering herself instead. Pause. 18. A bit pretty. Longer pause. His eyes travelled down her body. Yeah, worth a look. Zara's stomach dropped. Understood. Bringing her now. He grabbed her arm hard. Get your shoes. My boss wants to meet you. Isaiah sobbing. Zara, don't. I'm not worth it. Shut up. Zara's voice surprised her. Steady. She grabbed her shoes, hands shaking. Her mother pulled her close, whispered prayers. Same prayers from when they left Nigeria, when they came to Korea with nothing, when her father died and left them alone. I love you, Mama, Zara whispered back. Enough. The enforcer yanked her away. Outside. Black SUV. The door slammed. Trapped between 2 men. The engine started. The enforcer next to her laughed. Boss is gonna love you. Other one's hand on her thigh. Zara slapped it away. He laughed harder. Feisty. Boss will break that. Deeper into soul. Tall buildings, bright lights, old money, dangerous money. Through a guarded gate. A mansion appeared. Massive. Glass and steel. Cold. The car stopped. They pulled her out. Walk. Marble halls, echoing footsteps, guards everywhere, armed, watching. They stopped at a wooden door. Scarred man knocked. Enter. Deep voice, cold, absolute. The door opened. They shoved her inside and left. The office was dark wood. Everything was expensive. Behind a massive desk sat an older man, early 40s, she guessed. Didn't look up. Dark hair, sharp features, expensive suit, handsome like a knife. Silence stretched. He kept writing, ignoring her. Finally, he set down his pen. His eyes were dead. They travelled over her face, clinical, cold. Stand straight. Zara straightened, met his gaze. He stood. Tall, broad, moved like someone who'd never been afraid. He circled her. Predator, turn around, slowly. Zara turned, his eyes evaluated, calculated. She was property now. He stopped in front of her. Your brother owes $500,000. You think you're worth that? I'll work, whatever you need, Zara said. Whatever. His voice dropped. Dangerous. Careful, you don't know what that means yet. He explained. She works until he says stop. Could be months, years, forever. His decision, no family contact, complete obedience. Shit, you'll do whatever I require. Cleaning, cooking, entertaining guests, warm my bed if I want, no questions, no refusals. Zara's stomach turned. She held his gaze. And Isaiah, safe, as long as you obey. Papers appeared. He slid them across. Sign, she read. No end date. He leaned forward. Exactly. You work until I say you're done. Sign or leave. Your brother's corpse will be on your mother's doorstep by morning. Piece by piece. Her hand shook. She signed. Hated herself. He signed. No emotion. Welcome to hell. He stood, walked to the door, opened it. Follow me. Zara followed. Down halls, upstairs. He didn't speak, just walked. Fast. He stopped at a door. Opened it. Beautiful bedroom, expensive clothes in the closet. Revealing. The window had bars disguised as decoration. Your room. Don't enter my private wing. Don't try to leave the grounds. His voice was flat. Guards are everywhere. They have orders to shoot. He turned to leave. Wait, Zara said. Wait, what's your name? He looked back, cold smile. Master. That's all you need to know. The door closed, lock clicked, Zara sat on the bed. Reality crashed down. Trapped. Property, her mother's face, Isaiah's blood, the man's dead eyes. She'd saved her brother's life by selling her own. Hours passed. She couldn't sleep. Anxiety ate at her. The door wasn't locked anymore. She checked. No guard outside. She crept out. Had to know what she was dealing with, what this place was. Dark halls. Cold. Everything was expensive, lifeless. Found a library, books floor to ceiling, none looked touched. Music room, grand piano, dust on the keys. She opened double doors. Living room, massive. Moonlight poured through floor-to-ceiling windows. Fireplace, expensive furniture, cold and perfect. Large portrait above the mantel. She stepped closer. Her breath stopped. It was Tae-Yang. Zara's knees buckled, hand over her mouth, can't breathe. His face, his smile, his eyes. No. She grabbed the mantel to stay upright. Read the plate underneath. Jin Tae-Yang, beloved nephew, Jin. The man's last name was Jin. The car accident, 6 months ago, Tae-Yang died in her arms, and now she's here, in his uncle's house, owned by his uncle. He can't know. Her throat closed. Tears came, hot and fast. Tae-Yang never talked about his family, said they were estranged. Now she understood why. Lights blazed on. What the fuck are you doing here? Zara spun. Han-woo stood in the doorway, dangerous, sleep pants, bare chest, eyes sharp. He saw her tears, looked at the portrait. His face changed. Something raw flashed across it. Pain, then cold again. He walked toward her. Slow. Predatory. Zara frozen. Caught. Han-woo stopped 3 feet away. I asked you a question. Zara's throat closed. I couldn't sleep. I was exploring. And crying? His eyes were sharp. Dangerous. The portrait. He's young. Beautiful. It made me sad. That's my nephew. His voice went cold. Jin Tae-Yang died 6 months ago. Pain flashed across his face. Raw. Then gone. Zara's heart hammered. I'm sorry. Did you know him? No. He stepped closer. You're lying. I'm not. Then why were you crying? He was right in front of her now. Why does a stranger's face make you cry like that? Zara held his gaze. I don't know. He looks kind. Han-woo studied her face. Long. Too long. His eyes traced her features. You look familiar. Zara's blood froze. Something about your face, your eyes. He tilted his head. Have we met before? No. He leaned closer. She smelled whiskey, expensive cologne. Are you sure? Yes. Long silence. Finally, he stepped back, shook his head. No. I'm imagining things. He turned toward the portrait, stared at it, something broken in his expression. Go back to your room. I'm sorry. Now. Zara went back to her room, closed the door. Too close. Way too close. She couldn't breathe, couldn't think. She was trapped in Tae-Yang's uncle's house. Morning came too fast. Someone knocked. Master wants you. His office. Now. Zara dressed, hands shaking, followed the guard down. Han-woo sat at his desk, didn't look up. You'll handle my correspondence, file documents, answer calls, whatever I need. Yes, sit. He pointed to a smaller desk in the corner. Start with those files, alphabetical order, don't fuck it up. She sat, started working. Hours passed. He didn't speak, just worked. But she felt his eyes on her every few minutes, watching. That's wrong. Zara looked up. What? The filing system? I said alphabetical. Are you stupid? I did it alphabetically. I meant last name. He stood, walked over, looked down at her. Do it again. She started over. He watched, too close. Faster. Her hands shook. She dropped papers. Pathetic. He walked away. Zara bit her tongue. Finished the work perfectly this time. Done. He checked. Said nothing. Went back to his desk. Hours later. Bring me coffee. She went to the kitchen. Made coffee. Black. Brought it to him. He took one sip. It's shit. Make it again. What's wrong with it? Everything. Do it again. She made it again. Same way. He tasted it. Better. It was the same fucking coffee. Days passed like this. Constant work. Constant criticism. He found fault in everything. But she noticed something else. The way his eyes lingered on her when he thought she wasn't looking. How his jaw clenched when she bent over to pick up papers. The way he'd leave the room abruptly when she got too close. Zara couldn't sleep again. Went down to the kitchen. Needed water. Han-woo was there, whiskey glass in hand, staring at nothing. She froze. Turned to leave. Stay. She stopped. Sit. She sat at the counter. He poured another glass. Slid it to her. I don't drink. Tonight you do. She took a sip. Burned her throat. You're 18. His voice was flat. Yes. Too young to be here, to be in this life. Zara said nothing. Your brother's an idiot, gambling away money he didn't have. I know. And you're paying for it. Someone had to. He laughed. Bitter. Noble. Stupid, but noble. He refilled his glass, drank, and none of them said a thing. His jaw clenched, eyes dropped to her lips. Just for a second, then he stepped back, fast, like she'd burned him. Go to bed. Why do you keep doing that? Doing what? Looking at me like that, then pulling away. You're imagining things. I'm not. Silence, tension crackling. You're 18, he said finally, voice rough. A child. I'm not a child. To me you are. But the way he looked at her said otherwise. Go, now. Before I do something we'll both regret. Zara stood, walked to the door and left him alone. Hyunwoo stood in the kitchen, hands gripping the counter, knuckles white. He was 42. She was 18, 24 years between them. She was in his home because her brother owed him money. She was his property, his responsibility, and he wanted her badly. Fuck. He threw the glass. It shattered against the wall. He needed a distraction, needed to stop thinking about her lips, her eyes. The way she challenged him. He went to his office, unlocked the drawer where he kept Tae-Yang's things, box of belongings from his nephew's apartment, things the police had returned, phone, wallet, watch, keys. He'd never looked through the phone, couldn't, too painful. But now he needed something, anything to get his mind off Zara. He turned on the phone, still charged. Tae-Yang always kept backup batteries, opened the photos, scrolled, stopped. His breath caught. Photo of Tae-Yang, smiling, kissing a girl, black girl, beautiful, young. He zoomed in, his blood turned to ice. Zara, more photos, dozens of them, dates, intimate moments. No, he kept Scraster. Desperate. Every photo confirmed it. Zara, his Zara, was Tae-Yang's girlfriend, the girl he'd bought like property. The girl he wanted was Tae-Yang's. Hyunwoo stood, phone still in his hand, mind reeling. She knew. She'd known this whole time. She'd lied to his face. Rage exploded through him, hot, violent. He stormed out of the office, down the hall, up the stairs, reached her door, pounded on it. The door flew open. Zara stood there, saw his face, knew. Hyunwoo held up the phone, screen bright. Explain this. The photo. Her and Tae-Yang, kissing. Her knees nearly gave out. I can explain. He grabbed her arm, dragged her into the hall. You lied to me. I didn't. You were Tae-Yang's girlfriend, his voice echoed. This whole fucking time. Zara's tears came fast. I didn't know you were his uncle until I saw the portrait. Bullshit! He held her against the wall. Firm, trapping her. You planned this. No. Isaiah's debt was real. I had no idea. You expect me to believe that? His face inches from hers, eyes wild. That it's just coincidence? Yes! Tae-Yang never told me about you. He said his family was estranged. Then how? Hyunwoo stepped back, breathing hard. His funeral. Yes, I was there. His jaw clenched. The girl he was seeing? I never met her. We fought about her before he died. He never mentioned his family, said it was complicated. It was. His voice went quiet. Dangerous. I told him she'd ruin him, that he was wasting his life. You don't know anything about us. I know he's dead, and you're here. Alive. The accusation hung between them. You think I wanted that? Her voice broke. You think I chose to survive? How did it happen? Tell me. He grabbed her shoulders. How did my nephew die? Zara collapsed, slid down the wall, sobbing. Car accident. I know that part. Tell me the rest. We were driving home from dinner. He was driving. Her voice cracked. Then headlights. Wrong side. Drunk driver. Hyunwoo stood frozen. The car hit his side, tears pouring. Metal everywhere. Glass. Blood. And you? I got hurt, but... She looked up. He got the worst of it. I tried to help, but there was so much blood. His face went white. The ambulance came. They pulled me out first. I was screaming for them to help him, to save him. She couldn't finish, but he was already gone. Silence. Heavy. Hyunwoo slid down the opposite wall, sat on the floor, face in his hands. Just like that. Random drunk driver. Yes, and you survived. Yes, her voice broke. I've lived with that guilt every single day. Why him? Why not me? Long pause. When he looked up, his eyes were red. We weren't speaking. When it happened, we'd fought about you, about him wasting his potential on some girl. Zara flinched. He told me to go to hell, cut me off completely. His voice broke. I didn't even know he'd died until a week later. Someone finally called me. By then, he was already buried. What? I never got to apologize. Never got to say goodbye. He looked at her. Hyunwoo closed his eyes. Pain etched across his face. You should have told me, Hyunwoo said finally, when you saw that portrait. I was terrified. You just bought me like property. I thought you'd blame me, kill me. We were happy, celebrating, then some drunk asshole. Her voice broke. Took everything. He stood. She stayed on the floor. I'm sorry, she whispered. I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I'm sorry I lived when he didn't. Sorry doesn't bring him back. I know. He started walking away. What happens now? Zara called after him. He stopped, didn't turn around. I don't know. Are you going to hurt me? Long pause. No. Then what? He walked away, left her crying alone. Days passed. Hyunwoo avoided her completely. She barely saw him. Meals were left outside her door by staff. No summons. No work. No contact. Nothing. The silence was worse than anything. Zara found herself listening for his footsteps in the halls, straining to hear his voice somewhere in the mansion. Anything. But there was nothing. She hated it. Hated the emptiness, the waiting, the not knowing. She'd wake up hoping today he'd come. Today he'd talk to her. Today something would happen. But day after day, nothing. After a week, she went looking for him. Couldn't take it anymore. Found him in his office. The door was open. He was at his desk. Working. Didn't look up when she appeared in the doorway. She stood there, waiting. He kept writing. How long are you going to avoid me? She finally asked. He kept writing. I'm not avoiding you. You haven't spoken to me in a week. I've been busy. He looked up, face cold, blank. What do you want, Zara? I want to know what happens now. To me, to Isaiah. I'm thinking. His voice was flat. You should be happy I'm leaving you alone. She didn't have an answer, or she did, but couldn't say it. The silence stretched. Go back to your room, he said finally. No. His eyes snapped to hers, sharp. No, I'm tired of that waiting, tired of silence. Then what do you want? I want to know what you've decided, she said instead. I haven't decided anything. Then when will you? When I'm ready. He stood, walked to the window, back to her. This isn't simple, Zara. You were his, you lied to me, and now... He stopped, jaw clenched. Now what? Nothing. Go. Tell me. There's nothing to tell. Go back to your room. Zara wanted to push, wanted to make him look at her, talk to her, anything. But she left, walked back to her room, closed the door, sat on the bed. She was 18, he was 42. She was Tai Yang's girlfriend. She was here because of debt. Everything about this was wrong. But she couldn't stop thinking about him. His voice, his face, the way he looked at her sometimes when he thought she wasn't watching. She knew it was wrong, knew she should hate him, should want to leave, but she didn't. She wanted to stay, wanted to see him, and she hated herself for it. More days passed, each one the same. Silence, emptiness, waiting. She'd hear sounds in the mansion, doors closing, voices, but never his. At night she'd lie awake, listening, hoping. One night she heard footsteps outside her door, heavy. They stopped, right outside. She held her breath, long pause. Her heart pounded. Was he going to knock? Come in? Say something? The footsteps walked away. He'd been right there. And he'd walked away. Morning came with sunlight through the bars on her window. Zara lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, thinking about last night. His footsteps outside her door, the long pause. Then nothing. Why had he come? What did he want? She got up, showered, dressed, went downstairs. The kitchen was empty. She started making coffee. Footsteps behind her. She turned. Hyunwoo stood in the doorway, already dressed, hair damp from shower. Their eyes met. Tension slammed into her. Immediate, electric. He walked to the counter, said nothing. She finished making her coffee, hands shaking slightly, poured his cup too. Habit, stupid habit. She slid it across to him. He took it, fingers brushing hers. Both froze. The touch lasted a second, but it burned. She pulled back. Sorry. He stared at where their hands had touched, said nothing. Silence stretched. Heavy, suffocating. She couldn't breathe right, couldn't think. He was so close, just across the counter. She could smell his cologne, see the tension in his jaw. I should. She started. He walked out, fast. Left his coffee. Zara stood there alone, heart pounding. What the fuck was that? The rest of the day crawled. She kept replaying that moment, his fingers on hers. The way he'd looked at her, the avoidance felt different now. Charged, dangerous, something was shifting between them. She could feel it. And she knew she should hate it, should be scared, but she wasn't. She wanted more. Night fell. She lay in bed, couldn't sleep. Again. This was becoming a pattern. She got up, left her room, needed air, wandered through the mansion, dark, quiet, found the balcony doors, opened them. He was there. Hyunwoo stood at the railing, looking out over the grounds. Whiskey glass in hand. She should leave, should go back. This was stupid, but she didn't move. He knew she was there, she could tell, but he didn't turn around. Silence. Long, heavy. You should be asleep, he said finally, voice rough. I can't sleep. Try harder. She stepped onto the balcony, closed the door behind her. He turned then, looked at something different in his eyes, raw, dangerous. Go back inside, Zara. No. His jaw clenched. I'm not in the mood for this. For what? For you, standing there looking at me like that. Like what? You know exactly what I mean, silence. She did know. I've been thinking, he said. About what? He drank, finished the whiskey, set the glass on the railing. About you, about this, about how fucked up this is. He walked toward her, slow, deliberate, stopped in front of her. Close, too close. She could feel the heat coming off him. You're 18, he said. Voice low. I'm 42. I know. You were his. I know. You're here because your brother owes me money. I know all of this. Then you know this is wrong, on every possible level. Yes. He stared down at her, jaw tight, eyes dark. I shouldn't want you, he said, her breath caught. But I do. Then he kissed her. Hard, desperate, angry at himself. His hands came up, grabbed her face, pulled her closer. Zara gasped against his mouth, then kissed him back. Couldn't help it. Wanted this. Wanted him. His hands moved to her hair, fisted in it. Tilted her head back, deepened the kiss. She grabbed his shirt, pulled him closer, needed more. For a moment, nothing else existed. Not Taiyang, not the age gap, not the wrongness. Just this, just him, just heat and want and need. Then he stopped, pulled away, sharp. Suddenly, stepped back like she'd burned him, breathing hard, staring at her. Fuck. He ran a hand through his hair, turned away. Fuck, I can't do this. Hanwoo, this was a mistake. It wasn't. Yes, it was. He wouldn't look at her. It won't happen again. Why not? He laughed. Bitter. Why not? Are you serious? Yes, because you were his, Zara, my nephew's, the boy I raised. He finally looked at her, pain in his eyes. He loved you, died in that car with you, and I just... He stopped, couldn't finish. He's gone, Zara said quietly. That doesn't make this okay. I'm not saying it does. Then what are you saying? I'm saying I wanted that. The kiss. I wanted it. His eyes darkened. Don't. It's true. I don't care. It can't happen again. Why not? He stopped. Silence. Heavy. Painful. Go, he said. Please, just go. Zara wanted to argue, wanted to push and to push, wanted to make him look at her, but she didn't. She left, walked back inside, through the mansion, up to her room, closed the door, leaned against it, touched her lips. They were still tingling. Her heart was pounding, body still wanting him. Everything had just changed. There was no going back from this. He wanted her. He'd said it, kissed her, and then walked away. But that kiss was everything. And they both knew it. What happened now? He'd told her to leave him alone, that it was a mistake, but she'd felt the way he kissed her, like he was starving, like he needed it, like he needed her. This wasn't over. Somewhere in the mansion, Hanwoo stood on the balcony, gripping the railing, knuckles white, still tasting her on his lips. Fuck. He'd kissed her. Actually kissed her. His nephew's girlfriend, an 18-year-old girl. Someone he'd bought like property. What the fuck was wrong with him? But God, that kiss. He closed his eyes, tried to block it out. Couldn't. All he could see was her face, feel her hands grabbing his shirt, the way she'd kissed him back, like she wanted it too. This was wrong, so fucking wrong. But he couldn't stop thinking about it, couldn't stop wanting more. He needed to end this, send her away, clear the debt, and let her go. Before this got worse, before he did something he couldn't take back, the kiss was already bad enough. But it could get so much worse. He knew it could. Because now that he tasted her once, he wanted to do it again, and that terrified him. Zara woke up and touched her lips. The kiss. God, the kiss. Then reality crashed in. She kissed Hyunwoo, Taeyang's uncle. Guilt flooded through her. Sharp, painful. Taeyang's face flashed in her mind, his smile, his laugh. The way he'd looked at her. I'm falling for your uncle. The thought made her sick. Taeyang loved her, died in that car with her, and now she was... What? Moving on with his uncle. She felt disgusting, but her lips still tingled, her body still wanted more, and she hated herself for it. Loud knock on the door, guard's voice. Master wants you, his office. Now. Her stomach dropped. She dressed quickly, hands shaking, walked down to his office, each step heavier than the last. Opened the door, Hyunwoo sat at his desk, didn't look up. Sit, she sat, could barely breathe. Long silence. He kept writing, ignoring her. Finally looked up, face cold. Isaiah's debt is cleared. I don't understand. You're free to go. Pack your things. You're leaving today. The words hit like a punch. She stared at him. Why now? Because I can't keep you here anymore. Because of last night? His jaw clenched. Wouldn't answer. Last night was a mistake. It can't happen again. So you're just sending me away. I'm setting you free. Isaiah is safe. You're free. That's what matters. Is that what you want? He stood, walked to the window, back to her. What I want doesn't matter. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. He turned, eyes hard. You're leaving. Today, that's final. Zara stood, heart pounding. She should go, should be grateful, should run, but she couldn't. She walked toward him, slow. He tensed. What are you doing? I don't want to go. That's not your choice. She closed the distance, stood right in front of him. Zara, stop! She grabbed his shirt, kissed him hard. He froze, shocked, then kissed back. Couldn't help it. His hands came up, grabbed her waist, pulled her closer, fierce, desperate, hungry. She pressed against him. Needed this, needed him. His control breaking, kissing her deeper, hands in her hair. Can't stop. He pulled back, breathing hard. No. No. Stepped away. You need to stop. Why? Because this is wrong. I know. Then why the fuck did you just kiss me? Because I wanted to. Silence. Both breathing hard. I hate this, she said quietly. I hate that I want you. I hate that you're his uncle. I hate that this feels wrong and right at the same time. But I can't stop, she continued. I can't stop thinking about you. I want you, and I hate myself for it. Zara, I'm falling for you. The words broke something in her, and I know that makes me awful. I know Taeyang would hate this. Hate me. But it's true, and sending me away won't change it. Hyunwoo ran a hand through his hair. Tormented. You're young. You don't know what you're saying. Stop using my age as an excuse. It's not an excuse, it's a fact. I'm old enough to know what I want. You want me? Fine. His voice rose. I want you too, but that doesn't make this okay. The admission hung between them. Then what do we do? She whispered. You leave. You go home. You forget about this. About me. Can you forget about me? Long pause. I'll have to. Knock on the door. Guard's voice. Car is ready, master. No, Zara started. It's done, Zara. We're done. Guard entered, reached for her arm. She pulled away, looked at Hyunwoo. You're a coward. His eyes flashed, hurt, anger. Go, he said, voice rough. Please, just go. Zara looked at him one more time, then left. The guard followed her out, up to her room. She grabbed her bag, threw in her few things she'd confessed, laid everything bare, and he'd still chosen guilt over her. The guard led her downstairs, out to the car. She got in. Looked back at the mansion, saw a figure in an upper window. Him, watching her leave. Their eyes met across the distance. Then he stepped back, disappeared. The car started moving. Zara pressed her hand against the window. This was it. Over. She'd fallen for her dead boyfriend's uncle. And he'd sent her away. The car drove through the gates, past the guards, out onto the street. She should feel relief, freedom. Instead, she felt empty, hollowed out. She touched her lips again. Could still taste him. The car drove her home. Her mother sobbed when she saw her, pulled her inside. Isaiah was there, face still bruised, but alive. Zara, she pushed past him, went to her room, closed the door, sat on her bed, back in her old room. Like nothing happened, but everything had happened. She'd sold herself to save Isaiah, met a monster who turned out to be more, discovered her dead boyfriend's uncle owned her, fell for him anyway, and lost him. Or had she ever had him to lose? She laid on her bed, stared at the ceiling, tried not to think about him, failed. All she could see was his face, the way he'd kissed her. Days passed. At night she'd lie awake, thinking about him, wondering if he thought about her too, if he regretted it, if he was suffering like she was, or if he'd already moved on. Forgotten her. The girl he never should have wanted, the girl he'd sent away. Week passed, then another. Life moved on around her. She tried to move on too. Failed. Everything reminded her of him. 3 weeks passed. Zara went back to university, tried to rebuild, but she was hollow, going through motions, classes, studying, home, repeat. Friends noticed. You okay? I'm fine. She wasn't fine. Isaiah's debt was cleared. He was working now, trying to apologize. She couldn't forgive him yet. Her mother kept asking, what happened while you were gone? Zara couldn't answer. How could she explain? I fell for a mafia boss who bought me. Oh, and he's my dead boyfriend's uncle. So she said nothing. Went to class. Came home, slept badly. Repeated. Empty. Across Seoul, Hyunwoo buried himself in work. More meetings, more deals, more blood. Anything to not think about her. But at night, alone in his mansion, he thought about her. The way she'd kissed him. You're a coward. She was right. He stood in front of Taeyang's portrait every night, whiskey in hand. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. But sorry for what? Wanting her or letting her go? He drank until he couldn't think. The mansion felt emptier than before. He knew where she was, could go to her. But he didn't because she deserved better. Because this was the right thing, even if it was killing him. One night, Zara sat on her bed, looking through old photos, found pictures of Taeyang, his smile, his laugh, his eyes. She stared at them, felt different. She still loved him, would always love him. But the grief wasn't as sharp anymore. Time had dulled it. And Hyunwoo didn't replace Taeyang. He was something else entirely. Someone who understood her grief. Someone who wanted her despite everything. Someone who let her go because he thought it was right. But was it right? She thought about Isaiah. His choice to gamble. She paid the price. Hyunwoo's choice to let her go. She lost again. No more. This time she decides. Next morning, Zara got on a bus across Seoul. Back to the mansion. Her heart pounded the entire way. What if he refused? What if he sent her away again? Didn't matter. She had to try. The bus stopped. She got off, walked to the gates. Guards recognized her. Miss, you can't. Tell him I'm here. Tell him I'm not leaving until he talks to me. The guard hesitated, called up to the house. Long wait. Zara stood there, refusing to move. Finally, Master says to let her in. Relief flooded through her. She walked up the long driveway, each step heavier than the last. The door opened. He was there, looking at her. He looked tired, like he hadn't slept in weeks. You shouldn't be here. I know. I told you not to contact me. I know. Then why? Because I'm done running. Silence. Thick. Heavy. Zara, you were right about everything. This is wrong. You're too old. I was his. All of it. Then why are you here? Because wrong or not, I choose this. I choose you. Hyunwoo stared at her. Conflict everywhere. You don't know what you're saying. Yes, I do. For the first time, I do. I can't give you normal. I can't give you easy. I don't want normal. I don't want easy. I'm not a good man. I know exactly who you are and what you do for work. Long pause. He was fighting himself. If you stay, if we do this, there's no going back. I know. Your family will hate you. The world will judge you. I don't care. You're choosing this? Knowing everything? Yes. He stepped closer, cupped her face, hands shaking, then stay. He kissed her, different this time, not desperate, not guilty, certain, claiming, real. She kissed back, relief flooding through her. This was right. Wrong as it was right. They pulled apart, foreheads touching. I'll never forget him. Neither will I. But I'm not going to stop living because he's gone. He looked back at her, really looked. Together? Together. They walked past Taeyang's portrait. Both paused, looked at it, silent acknowledgement, respect, then kept walking into their future. Complicated, wrong, but theirs. Weeks turned into months. Zara moved back into the mansion, not as property, as his. Her family didn't understand. Her mother cried. Isaiah was furious, but Zara didn't care. For the first time in her life, she'd chosen something for herself. Hyunwoo was different with her now. Still dangerous, still cold to the world, but with her, he was soft, real. They stood in front of Taeyang's portrait together sometimes. Think he forgives us? She asked once. I don't know, but I'm done asking permission from ghosts. She looked at him. Me too. They had their moments. Fights, doubts, the age gap, the history, the wrongness of it all. But they had each other. I love you, she said on a random afternoon when they were having lunch. First time saying it, he froze, stared at her. You don't have to say it back. I love you too. His voice was rough. God help me, I do. Two broken people finding wholeness in the wrong place, but it was their place. It wasn't the love story either of them planned, but it was the one they chose. And sometimes that's enough. The end. If you made it this far, you're the real one. Don't forget to subscribe for more dark romance stories that'll have you questioning everything. Hit that notification bell so you never miss when the next series drops. If you love this story, share it with someone who needs a little chaos in their life. See you in the next one. Stay dangerous.